with the members of the media. They will be speaking to the members of the media. They are rushing to make their way to the Durban ICC. They are met by the Premier of KZN, Umamno Musa Dube, who gives them Mkhari. This is a Zulu crown, which means king. It signifies king because these men are king of the world, have conquered the world. A scrum half, a wing, all Sharks boys ply their trade here in the city of KZN, in the province of KZN, in the city of Durban. But they do have to make their way to the ICC, where they will be conducting their media interviews. So they will be rushed out of the venue. As you can see, they are being rushed out of the venue under high security care to make sure that they actually do make it there on time. So you will be able to see them later on with Percival Young. But the scenes that are going on here are still just this. So the Springboks will not be getting off the bus here because they were told that there are too many people here. So security did make the call that there's way too many people here at the City Hall in Durban, so they will not be speaking. But even Etzebeth will be making an address here. And I see you, Mr. Uzi, here making his way. These are the guys you never see in the limelight, but he's one of the general managers, making sure that things run according to plan for the box. I see even Etzebeth will get off. He does come out here and will address. Eben, just how do you feel seeing this in the streets of Durban?
It's incredible. For all of South Africans to play you this week. Durban is no disappointment. It's been unbelievable. And being from Durban at the moment is, I'm so part of the city and so glad to be part of it.
And you will be addressing the people just now, eh?
Yes, I will do that.
So there you go, Eben Etzebeth makes his way onto the stage.
good job there. You feel incredible. Thanks much for today. I love you now at the moment. Out to your ball, thanks much for everything. We love you now.
Visuals coming to you live from KZN in Durban this afternoon as the Springboks carry through the trophy that they've just brought home from the World Cup. A fourth win for the Springboks, it being carried there by Eben Etzebeth, one of the favourites, Elizabeth, as he has now affectionately become known, back onto the tour bus as they make their way to where they will be hosting a media briefing and, of course, engaging various fans and, of course, the media on this leg of their countrywide tour. And, of course, if you just take a simple look at your screen, the amount of support that they have had since they returned has been overwhelming. Streets upon streets have been flooded with people who have come out and really just to show out their support for the Springboks and to appreciate the hard work that they put into the World Cup. Of course, you would have heard from our different sports anchors during the World Cup that they were in a very difficult position. They were given the very tough teams to play against, and they really did put their best foot forward, albeit giving us many heart attacks half of the times. We do have one of the reporters, it was Ntsako Mkhari a little bit earlier, and we've also got Ronald Masinda, who is on the ground there. Ronald, I was just sharing with the viewers the amazing visuals that we are seeing on screen, and for us, we don't get a sense of what is happening on the ground in KZN Durban, but you're in East London, and I'm sure you're feeling the hiss of the fans there who are also out supporting the Springboks this weekend as we continue celebrations with their win. Give us a sense of the vibe there in East London, Ronald.
Hello from King Paulo Airport, and you could already see the crowd. They are just waiting with bated breath for the arrival of the Springboks. This is the fourth and final stop, and I'm just going to give you a sense of just how people are just so excited ahead of the arrival of the Boks. They are scheduled to arrive here shortly before 6 p.m. And one of the people that just arrived a short while ago is none other than our sports editor, Vata. Thank you so much indeed. I'm sure you must be tired, but excited at the same time.
No doubt, Ronald. I think it's been a whirlwind tour for the Springboks. Short, but I think they've taken everything, and Cape Town was special yesterday. They went to Kalanga and they went to Pontehevo. I think again paying homage to the normal men and women on the streets in this country who have really, gotten behind this team as well. And again, they're in Durban today without their captain, Ntsako, who was obviously at the wedding of his father-in-law, who happens to be getting married to none other than Olympic gold medalist and world record holder, Tatjana Schoenmaker. So, within their family, it's a family of champions. But then you've got the likes of Makazole Mapimpi, the likes of Ches and Colby, Grant Williams, you know, some of the homeboys of Durban who play for the Sharks out there. And I think one of the big things will be the reception they receive when they land here tonight. It's going to be massive. It is the home of the legends, this province. It is the home of Nelson Mandela, who started this dream of using the Springboks, the team that unites South Africa all the way in 1995. But more than anything, it's a province where Siya Kolisi comes from, Rasi Rasmus comes from, Lucanio Am comes from, Mapimbi comes from. I can go on, the list is endless when it comes, you know, the likes of Zwandile Stick. So there's a lot. Charles Wessels, you know, Manny Liebog. You can go on and on about the legends that come here, but it's also the home of Black Rugby in South Africa, and I think it's also important that they do play homage to that, because we are seeing a Springbok team that is more united and more diverse than any other Springbok team that has ever graced a rugby field.
Before I let you go, we've got so much to unpack. Of course, tomorrow morning is the big one, but just in terms of your own highlights, I mean, you've covered the Boks arriving, you've covered the Boks while in Gauteng and in the Cape Town leg. What was the highlight for you, Vata?
I think, Ronald, I've got to say this, their arrival again at the airport was fantastic. I thought 2019 was big, and I thought you could never better that. But the reception they received on Tuesday at OR Tambo International was, you know, I get goosebumps even talking about it now, because I think what 2019 meant, it was for the rugby lovers in this country. What 2023 means is for every single person in this country. You know, you saw old women who, if I would ask what a scrum is or a ruck is, they probably wouldn't know. But you say who 100 Pollard is, if you say who Elizabeth is, in Elizabeth, and your Siya Kolisi and your Oxenchair, everybody knows who they are. So this trophy speaks to a normal man and woman in the street. And the reception they got, when the plane landed, the place erupted. And when Siya Kolisi came out with that trophy, you know, I would say that is, to me, a standout moment. You know, but the crowds come and see, whether it was in Pretoria, in Johannesburg, in the CBD, in Soweto, and then we saw it yesterday inside the city of Cape Town, which was unbelievable. And we're seeing similar scenes in Durban, you know, and I anticipate, Ronald, you and I are going to be in for a special one, because the minister is here as well. I think he's arrived on the same flight we are on from Cape Town, and this being the home of Black Rugby, and this being the home of many of the people within the team. I mean, Lindsay Weyer comes as an old Sabonian. I hate saying that, but he's an old Sabonian, and you know, so it is going to be special, I think, for a lot of the players and the management, because this province is their home.
Thank you very much indeed, sir, and well done on brilliant coverage. We really appreciate it. We'll chat in the morning, but I'm also going to quickly bring in the President of Border Rugby, Zuko. Thank you so much indeed for your time. We've got a couple of minutes, but it is a significant occasion, Zuko. But also, more importantly, the people, the crowds, they love rugby. Why aren't we seeing Border doing well?
Well, I will not answer that directly today, but wait until next season, you're going to see flames. But for now, we are just excited about the Springboks winning the World Cup. As you can see, the people around, they are waiting in anticipation. It's only 3 o'clock now. They are coming at 5 o'clock, but we can already see the fireworks. Wait until you see tomorrow. Then you will see what Border is made of.
Okay. My colleague Vata Ngobeni alluded to the fact that this is the home of Black Rugby, and for years, Border has been producing players only to lose them to other provinces. What is the next step for Border Rugby? Because we can see that people love rugby in this region.
That is exactly what we are working on right now, is to see how best can we maintain and keep the players that we have. The problem is, it's a bigger problem. By its nature, Border is a developmental province. Then it's easy for bigger provinces to come and take players. But now we are putting structures in place to make sure that we are keeping our players in the province. It's going to take time, but we are getting there. Starting from next season, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of changes, because you know that we are just coming out of administration. It's been 1 year we've been out of administration, and we are making sure that we are putting proper structures in place so that we are able to maintain and keep our players. Even if they leave, for that matter, we are going to make sure that there is something that the province gets, even their families, and even those people who developed them. Because indeed, Vata is right, Border and EP combined are the hub of Black Rugby in this country. There's not a single province that does not have a player from the Eastern Cape border or Eastern Province.
All right, so let's leave it there. Thank you so much indeed. We have a lot to unpack, of course, but I have to leave it to the fans. Supporters, can I have a 1, 2, 3 poke? 1, 2, 3 poke! All right, that's where we leave it.
Thank you very much to Ronald, Masinda. Definitely feeling the positive vibes there today in East London and across the rest of the country, where the Springboks have been able to showcase what they have brought home from France after the World Cup. We've got a lot more coming for you on this edition of Today with myself, Ropwa Madzena, and of course it includes feedback and a wrap of the AGOA Forum, an all-important trade forum between South Africa, the rest of the continent and the United States, but also we bring you more of what's happening in KZN and East London as the Boks continue to celebrate that momentous win. Do stay with us.